If you provoke me like that again with that shirt, I don't know if I'll continue being a gentleman. And those were the words he recited before my life turned upside down. I shouldn't be in the hallway. Not at midnight. Not in this nightgown. Delicate lace that seemed perfectly innocent in my bedroom, but feels dangerously thin under the mansion's dim lights. I just wanted water. That's it. Water and maybe a midnight snack, because my brain won't shut off long enough to sleep. But now I'm frozen 3 steps from the kitchen, because he's here. Dante. Walking down the opposite end of the corridor in a dark suit, tie loosened, looking like he just stepped out of a meeting that probably involved things I don't want to know about. He stops when he sees me. His eyes track down, slowly, deliberately, from my face to the thin strap on my shoulder, to the lace hem that barely reaches mid-thigh, then back up. The air changes, gets heavier. Helena. My name sounds different in his voice. Lower. Dangerous. What are you doing out here? Nay, water. My voice comes out smaller than intended. I was just... in that. He moves closer. Not fast. Predatory. Walking around my house dressed like that. Heat floods my face. It's just a nightgown. It's lace. He's in front of me now. Too close. Close enough that I smell his cologne, cedar, and something darker. And practically transparent. It's not... I look down. Oh God. The hallway light behind me. I didn't realize. Clearly. His hand comes up. I think he's going to touch me. But instead it lands on the wall beside my head, caging me. And do you have any idea how many men are in this house right now? Your security team? Exactly. His other hand comes up, 2 fingers under my chin, tilting my face up. Men who work for me. Men who would never dare. But you're making it very difficult for them to remember that. My heart hammers against my ribs. I'm sorry, I didn't mean... Didn't mean what? His eyes are so dark. Didn't mean to walk around looking like that. Didn't mean to make me forget every rule I set for myself about you. I can't breathe. What rules? The ones that say you're off limits. That you're here for Luca. That I don't touch innocent girls who don't know what they're getting into. I'm 20 years old. Exactly. His thumb brushes my jaw. 20. Young enough to be... He stops. Jaw clenches. Young enough that I should walk away right now. But you're not walking away. No. The word comes out rough. I'm not. We stand there, his hand on the wall, his fingers on my chin, my back pressed against wallpaper that probably costs more than my tuition. If you provoke me like this again... He pauses. The smile that crosses his face is brief and lethal. I don't know if I'll continue being a gentleman. My mouth goes dry, but I didn't do anything. Exactly the problem. He leans closer, his breath against my ear. You don't have to do anything. You just exist in my space and suddenly every rule I've lived by for 30 years stops making sense. Dante. Go back to your room, Helena. His voice is still low, but there's steel underneath now. Before I do something we'll both regret. Would you regret it? The question hangs in the air. His eyes lock on mine. No. That's the problem. Then he drops his hands and steps back. Creates distance I should be grateful for, but somehow resent. Go. Not a request. I go. But I feel his eyes on me the entire walk back to my room. And when I close the door and lean against it, heart still racing, one thought consumes me. What just happened? I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I see him. Feel the ghost of his fingers on my chin. Hear his voice promising things he shouldn't promise. If you provoke me like this again, I wasn't trying to provoke him. I was just getting water. But the way he looked at me, like I was something dangerous and desirable and completely off limits, makes my skin burn. This is bad. This is so So bad. Because I came here for a job. A simple tutoring job that pays absurdly well and lets me stay in school. I came here to help a lonely teenager with his homework. Not to, whatever this is with his older brother. His very attractive, very dangerous older brother. I grab my phone. 3:47 a.m. There's a text from my roommate Sophie. Sophie, how's the fancy mansion? Met the hot boss yet? I stare at the message. Met him. I just got cornered by him in a hallway while wearing see-through lace. But I can't type that. Can't admit that something shifted tonight. Instead, yeah. He's intense. 3 dots immediately. Sophie. Intense good or intense run? Me. I don't know yet. Sophie. That's never a good sign, Loelle. Be careful. Rich guys are trouble. She has no idea how much trouble. Morning comes too fast. I drag myself to the kitchen at 7, Luca's breakfast time, and nearly drop the orange juice when Dante walks in. He's in running clothes. T-shirt clinging to shoulders that should be illegal. Hair damp with sweat. He stops when he sees me. For one heartbeat, neither of us moves. Then, "Good morning, Helena." His voice is perfectly normal, professional, like last night didn't happen. Morning. I focus very hard on pouring juice. Luca will be down in 10 minutes. Good. He grabs a water bottle from the fridge. I have meetings all day. Make sure he finishes his essay. I always do. I know. He's looking at me now. I can feel it. You're good at your job. Thank you. That's why I hired you. The words sound innocent, but there's weight underneath them. That's why I hired you. Not for any other reason. Remember that. He leaves before I can respond. But as he passes, his hand brushes my lower back. So brief it could be an accident. Except his fingers linger for half a second too long. Definitely not an accident. Luca appears right on schedule. Backpack slung over one shoulder. Perpetually messy hair. That teenage scowl that doesn't quite hide how sweet he is. Good morning, Helena. He slides into his chair. Is Dante being weird? I nearly choke on my coffee. What? He's being weird. Luca steals a piece of toast. Ever since you started working here, he gets all tense when you're around. I think you're imagining. I'm not. He grins. 15 years old and far too perceptive. He likes you. Luca. He does. I can tell. He only gets that look when he's trying not to. He stops. Oh wait, do you like him back? My face is on fire. We should focus on your essay. You're blushing. You totally like him. He's delighted now. This is amazing. Helena has a crush on my scary brother. He's not scary. I stop myself. I mean, I don't have a crush. He's my employer. He's 32, not dead. Luca polishes off the toast. And you're way better than those models he used to date. He dated models. Why did I ask that? Why do I care? Before? Luca shrugs. Like 2 years ago. Then Dad died and he got all serious. Stopped dating. Stopped smiling. Just worked all the time. His voice drops. You make him smile, though. I've seen it. Something in my chest tightens. Luca, I'm here to help you, that's all. Sure. But his grin says he doesn't believe me. Whatever you say, Helena. The day passes in a blur of algebra and essay editing and pretending I'm not constantly aware of every sound in the house. Wondering if Dante's back from his meetings. Wondering if he's thinking about last night. Wondering if I've completely lost my mind. At 6 p.m., I'm packing up my things when footsteps approach Luca's study. Not Luca's footsteps. His. Dante appears in the doorway, changed into dark jeans and a black sweater, looking unfairly good for someone who's been in meetings all day. Luca finished his essay. Yes, sent to his teacher an hour ago. Good. He leans against the doorframe. Do you have dinner plans? My heart stutters. No. Family dinner, 7 p.m., You're joining us. I don't think... It wasn't a request, Helena. His smile is slight, dangerous. Luca specifically asked for you to stay, and I don't deny my brother much. Oh, okay then. Good. He straightens. And Helena. Yes. Wear whatever you want. His eyes hold mine. But maybe something less provocative than last night. Then he's gone, leaving me standing there, face burning, pulse racing, and the terrible knowledge that I'm in way over my head. And the worst part, I don't want to leave. Chapter 2. How I got here 3 months earlier. I'm staring at an ad on my phone, while eating ramen in an apartment so small I can touch both walls from my bed. Family seeks responsible young woman for academic support and daily routine assistance for teenage boy. Generous compensation, room and board included if desired. The salary listed is wrong. Has to be wrong. Nobody pays that much for tutoring. It's probably a scam, Sophie says from her mattress on the floor. We're roommates in the loosest sense. 3 girls sharing a space meant for one. Or a sex trafficking ring. That's cheerful. I'm serious. Rich people don't just hand out money like that. She scrolls her own phone. Unless they want something weird. Maybe they just really care about education. Or maybe they want you to be the kid's stepmom. She waggles her eyebrows. Sugar daddy situation. I throw a pillow at her. But later, alone, I call the number. A woman answers. Professional, efficient, asks about my qualifications. I list them. Education major, dean's list, tutoring experience, references from 3 professors. Can you start next week? She asks. Don't you want to interview me first? Mr. Valente reviewed your application. He's satisfied with your credentials. Mr. Valente. The name means nothing to me. What exactly would I be doing? Academic support for his 15-year-old brother. Ensuring homework completion. Providing structure and routine. The boy lost his father recently and needs stability. My heart squeezes. I know what that's like. Losing a parent. Needing someone. I'll do it. Excellent. A car will pick you up Monday at 9 a.m. A car? I can take the bus. Mr. Valente insists. The estate is outside the city, not accessible by public transport. Estate? Oh. Okay then. I hang up, stare at my ramen, and wonder what I just agreed to. Monday morning, a Blacktown car pulls up outside my building. Sophie watches from the window. If you disappear, I'm telling the police everything. You don't know anything. Exactly. I'll make stuff up. Very dramatic stuff. The driver is professional. Silent. Opens the door without smiling. We drive for 40 minutes, out of the city, into hills I've only seen in magazines, past houses that look like museums. Then we turn through iron gates, and I see it, the mansion, white stone, 3 stories, columns like something from a movie, gardens that probably have their own gardening staff. Holy shit, I breathe. The driver's lips twitch. First expression I've seen. We pull up to the front entrance where a woman waits. 50s, elegant, clearly in charge. I'm Miss Helena. I'm Mrs. Rosa, the house manager. She extends a hand. Welcome. Thank you. This place is intimidating? Yes. She smiles. You'll adjust. Come. I'll show you around before Mr. Valente arrives. The inside is even more impressive. Marble floors. Art that might be real. Ceiling so high my voice echoes. How many people live here? I ask. Currently? Just Mr. Valente and his brother Luca. Plus staff, of course. Just 2 people? In all this space? Something sad crosses her face. Their father built this house for a big family. He didn't get to see it filled the way he imagined. We walk through rooms I can't name. A library with books to the ceiling. A kitchen that could serve a restaurant. A music room with a piano. No one plays. Luca's study is here. Mrs. Rosa opens a door. You'll work with him primarily in this space. His bedroom is upstairs, but he's not to be disturbed there without permission. Of course. And Mr. Valente's office is in the East Wing. You're not to enter unless invited. The way she says it makes me nervous. Is he strict? He's protective. She meets my eyes. Of his brother, of his privacy, of his business. As long as you focus on Luca and don't ask questions, you'll be fine. Don't ask questions about what, but I don't ask. I'm examining the study's bookshelves when I hear footsteps. Not Mrs. Rose's heels. Heavier, measured, controlled. I turn and see him for the first time. Dante Valente stands in the doorway like he owns the world, which, judging by this house, he might. 30-something. Dark suit tailored perfectly, hair pushed back, eyes that assess me in 3 seconds flat. You're the tutor. Not a question. Yes. Helena Alves. I extend my hand. He looks at it, takes it. His grip is firm, brief, and leaves my skin tingling. You look young. I'm 20, but my credentials, I read them. You're qualified. He releases my hand, steps into the room. What I need to know is, can you handle Luca? Handle him. He's been through a lot. Lost his father 6 months ago. Stopped doing homework. Stopped caring about school. I need someone who won't give up on him. The pain in his voice is carefully hidden, but I hear it. I won't give up on him. Everyone says that. I mean it. I hold his gaze. I lost my dad when I was 12. I know what it's like. How school feels pointless. How nothing matters. I pause. I also know that having someone who shows up every day makes a difference, even when it doesn't feel like it. Something shifts in his expression. You lost your father. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about yours too. We stand there. Two strangers connected by grief. Then he nods once. Luca will be home from school at 3. Don't let him charm you into skipping work. He's good at that. I'll manage. We'll see. He moves toward the door, pauses. Mrs. Rosa will handle your contract. Room and board are included if you want them. Saves commute time. I have an apartment that you share with 2 other girls in a space meant for 1. He says it matter-of-factly. I did a background check. It's not a judgment, but the offer stands. He did a background check. That's thorough. I protect what's mine. His eyes meet mine. Luca is mine to protect, which means anyone in his life gets vetted. Understood? Understood. Good. He straightens his cuffs. Welcome to the family, Miss Alves. Then he's gone, and I stand in that study, heart pounding, wondering what kind of family does background checks, wondering what I just walked into. Luca appears at 3:15, lanky teenager, backpack dragging, expression sullen. You're the new tutor. He drops into a chair. Great. Another person Dante hired to fix me. I'm not here to fix you. Sure you're not. He pulls out his phone. I'm here to help you not fail sophomore year. I sit across from him. Whether you actually want help is up to you. He looks up. Surprised. You're not going to give me a speech about potential. Nope. Or tell me my dad would want me to try harder. Pain flashes across his face when he says it. Nope. I pull out my planner. I'm just going to show up every day. Do my job. If you decide to do yours, great. If not, I still get paid. A smile tugs at his mouth. Dante's going to hate that answer. Your brother doesn't have to like my methods. Just my results. You're different than the last 3. There were 3 before me. Yeah. 1 lasted 2 weeks. 1 lasted a month. The other quit after Dante yelled at her for letting me skip an assignment. He leans back. He's very intense about my education. Sounds like he cares. He's overprotective. There's a difference. Maybe. But at least you have someone who cares that much. Luca's expression softens. Mrs. Rosa said you lost your dad too. I did. Does it get better? The question is so vulnerable it breaks my heart. It gets different, I say honestly. Some days are okay, some days aren't, but you learn to carry it. Dante doesn't talk about it, about Dad. He just works all the time. Everyone grieves differently, I guess. He opens his backpack. So what are we doing? Math? English first, then math. Then we'll see about bribery snacks. Bribery snacks? I find people work better with food incentive. His grin is genuine now. You're gonna fit in here just fine, Helena. Over the next 2 weeks, I fall into routine. Mornings, help Luca get ready for school. Afternoons, homework, essays, exam prep. Evenings, dinner with Luca and sometimes Dante. Then back to my tiny apartment. I don't take the room and board offer, not yet. It feels too permanent. Too much like admitting this is more than a job. But I notice things, like how Dante comes home at odd hours, how men in suits have hushed conversations in hallways, how everyone seems slightly afraid of him except Mrs. Rosa and Luca. What exactly does your brother do? I ask Luca one afternoon. Business. What kind of business? The kind where you don't ask questions. He doesn't look up from his math. Trust me, it's easier that way. I should probably be worried, should probably recognize red flags. But Luca needs me. And something about Dante, the way he checks on his brother every night, the way his voice softens when he says Luca's name, makes me think he's not all dangerous. Maybe he's just damaged. And maybe I'm an idiot for thinking I can tell the difference. 3 weeks in, I'm staying late to help Luca finish a project. It's almost midnight when we're done. You should sleep over, Luca says. Too late to drive back. I'll be fine. Helena. It's midnight. In a city you don't know well. He crosses his arms. Dante would kill me if something happened to you on the way home. Your brother barely knows I exist. He notices everything about you. The words land strange. What? Nothing. Luca grins. Just stay. Guest room is nicer than your apartment anyway. He's not wrong. So I stay. Mrs. Rosa gives me pajamas. Silk. Expensive. Definitely not mine. And that's how I end up walking down the hallway at midnight in a nightgown that seemed fine until Dante appeared. Until everything changed. Until I realized this job was never going to be simple. Chapter 3. The Innocent versus the Ice. After the hallway incident, everything changes. Not obviously. Not in ways anyone else would notice. But I notice. I notice how Dante finds reasons to be in whatever room I'm in. How he appears in the kitchen when I'm making Luca's afternoon snack. How he walks past the study door 3 times during homework sessions. How his eyes track me across rooms like he's solving an equation he can't quite finish. And I notice how I react. The way my pulse jumps when I hear his footsteps. The way I smooth my hair before he enters a room. The way I've started wearing the pretty blouses Sophie left behind instead of my usual t-shirts. This is dangerous, I tell myself every morning. He's your employer. He's too old. He's clearly involved in something shady. But then he smiles at something Luca says, and I forget every reason this is a terrible idea. You're doing it again, Luca says without looking up from his essay. Doing what? That thing where you twirl your hair and stare at nothing. He grins. You only do it when you're thinking about Dante. My face burns. I'm not. You totally are. He's enjoying this far too much. It's cute. In a, my tutor has it bad for my scary brother kind of way. Luca, does he know? There's nothing to know. Right. And I'm suddenly interested in calculus. He sets down his pen. For the record, I think it's great. You're good for him. I barely know him. You know him better than most people. Luca's voice goes serious. He's different when you're around. Less cold. He's not cold. He's just terrifying, yeah, but not with you. He picks up his pen again. Anyway, I'm Team Helena, just so you know. I don't know what to say to that. So I go back to grading his essay and pretend my heart isn't hammering. That evening, Dante requests my presence in his office. First time since I started working here. I stand outside the door for 30 seconds, smoothing my skirt, checking my reflection in a nearby mirror, feeling ridiculous. It's just a meeting. Probably about Luca's progress. Completely professional. I knock. Come in. His office is exactly what I expected. Dark wood, expensive furniture, bookshelves filled with titles in Italian and English. Dante sits behind his desk, sleeves rolled up, tattoos visible on his forearms, ink I've only glimpsed before. Sit. He gestures to the chair across from him. I sit, cross my ankles, try to look professional. He watches me for a moment. Then, Luca's grades have improved. He's smart, he just needed structure. You've given him that. He leans back. His teachers emailed, said he's participating in class again, turning in assignments on time. Good. It is good. His eyes don't leave mine, which is why I'm increasing your salary. I blink. That's not necessary. I'm not asking. He slides a paper across the desk. New contract. Better terms? You've earned it. I look at the number. Nearly choke. This is double what I'm making now. You're worth it. Mr. Valente. Dante. The correction is quiet. When we're alone, it's Dante. The intimacy of it steals my breath. I can't accept this much. You can. You will. He stands, rounds the desk, leans against it right in front of me. You've brought my brother back to life, Helena. You think I'd put a price limit on that? I'm just doing my job. You're doing more than your job. You care about him. Not because I'm paying you, because that's who you are. He's too close. I can smell his cologne, see the flecks of gold in his dark eyes. How do you know who I am? I pay attention. His voice drops. More than I should. The air thickens. Dante, sign the contract. Helena. He straightens, steps back. And stop wearing those professional blouses. You look like you're trying not to be noticed. What? The pink one you wore Monday. The blue one from yesterday. His smile is slight. Dangerous. They're very proper. Very buttoned up. Very much trying to disappear. I didn't think you noticed what I wear. I notice everything about you. He returns to his chair. Sign the contract. Take the raise. And Helena? Yes. Wear whatever makes you comfortable, even if it's that nightgown from last week. My face is on fire. That was an accident. I know. His eyes are dark with something I don't want to name. Doesn't mean I've stopped thinking about it. I flee his office with the unsigned contract and a pulse that won't slow down. Mrs. Rosa finds me in the hallway, fanning my face. He's impossible, I mutter. She laughs. He's interested. We're not. Helena, dear. I've worked for this family for 15 years. I've seen Dante with many women. She pats my arm. He's never looked at any of them the way he looks at you. How does he look at me? Like you're the first real thing he's seen in years. The next day, I wear jeans and a simple sweater. Nothing fancy. Nothing trying too hard. Just me. Luca notices immediately. New look. Old look, actually. Just stopped overthinking it. Dante's gonna love it. Why would your brother care what I... Dante walks into the kitchen, sees me. Stops. Good morning, Helena. Morning. His eyes track over the casual outfit. Something approving flickers in his expression. Much better. Then he pours coffee and leaves. Luca is grinning like Christmas came early. Told you. The provocations become a game neither of us acknowledges. I make tea at 10 p.m. He appears in the kitchen. I read in the library. He needs a book from that exact shelf. I help Luca with Italian homework. Dante offers to help. Sits too close. Corrects my pronunciation with his mouth nearly at my ear. It's amore, he murmurs. Not amor. The T is softer. Like this. He says it again. The word curls around me like smoke. Luca is watching us with barely concealed delight. I think I've got it, I manage. Do you? Dante's smile is slow. Say it again. Amore. Better. His hand brushes my shoulder as he stands. Keep practicing. After he leaves, Luca bursts out laughing. What? I demand. Nothing. Just enjoying the show. There's no show. Helena, he just made you say love in Italian 5 times while basically breathing on your neck. Luca is delighted. This is the best thing that's happened since Dad died. The casual mention of his father stops me. Luca, I mean it. His smile softens. You make this house feel alive again. Both of you do. When you're together. Friday evening, Dante has a meeting. I know because men in expensive suits arrive at 7. They go into his office. The door closes. Mrs. Rosa catches me staring down that hallway. Don't go near there tonight, she says quietly. I wasn't planning. I mean it, Helena. Whatever's happening in that room, you don't want to know about it. The warning sends ice through me. What kind of business is he really in? She looks at me for a long moment. The kind where questions get people hurt. The kind where it's better not to know. She squeezes my hand. You're good for him, for both of them. Don't ruin it by being curious about the wrong things. I'm in my room. Yes, I finally accepted the room here. It's impractical to commute daily. When I hear raised voices. Not from Dante's office. From downstairs. I shouldn't go look. Should mind my own business. But I hear something crash. Then silence. Before I can think it through, I'm in the hallway. Creeping toward the stairs. Dante's voice carries up. Don't care what Romano wants. The answer is no. Another voice. He won't accept that. Then he'll learn to. Dante's tone could cut glass. I don't negotiate with threats. Tell him if he tries again, I'll... He stops. Mid-sentence. Then, Helena. Shit. I freeze on the stairs. He appears at the bottom, alone now. Tie loosened. Expression carefully controlled. I scramble for an excuse. I heard a noise. Go back to your room. Are you okay? Now, Helena. The command in his voice should make me angry. Should make me defensive. Instead, something about the tension in his shoulders, the tightness around his eyes, makes me worried. Dante, please. The word cracks slightly. Just go back to your room, lock your door, and don't come out until morning. You're scaring me. Good. He's at the top of the stairs now, close enough to touch. You should be scared. You should realize that this house, that this life, me, we're all dangerous, and you're too sweet, too innocent, too good to be anywhere near it. Then why did you hire me? Because I'm selfish. His hand comes up, cups my face. Because the moment I saw your application, saw your photo, read about how you volunteer at shelters and tutor kids for free, and still manage to maintain perfect grades, I wanted that goodness near me, near Luca, even knowing I'd probably ruin it. My heart hammers. You're not going to ruin anything. I will. It's what I do. His thumb brushes my cheek. Now go, please, before I do something that proves I'm exactly as bad as you're starting to suspect. He drops his hand. Steps back. I should listen. Should go to my room like he said. Instead, what if I don't think you're bad? Then you're not paying attention. Or maybe you're not as bad as you think you are. Something breaks in his expression. Helena. Voices from downstairs. Men leaving. A door closing. The moment shatters. Go, he says again. Gentler this time. I'll see you in the morning." This time, I listen. But as I close my bedroom door, I hear him in the hallway, stopping outside my room, standing there for 30 seconds, then walking away, and I lie in bed, door locked like he asked, wondering what kind of danger I've walked into, and why I'm not running from it. Chapter 4. Discovering the truth. I don't sleep well. Every time I drift off, I hear his voice. "You should be scared." But I'm not scared of Dante. Not really. I'm scared of how much I want to understand him. To know what puts that tension in his shoulders. That darkness in his eyes. Morning comes too early. I drag myself to the kitchen at 7, expecting the usual quiet. Instead, I find Mrs. Rosa cleaning up broken glass. "What happened?" She startles. "Nothing, just an accident. But there's too much glass, and a dark stain on the marble that looks suspiciously like blood." "Mrs. Rosa." "It's handled, dear." Her voice is firm. "Why don't you take your coffee upstairs? Luca won't be down for another hour. He had a rough night." "Is he okay?" "He's fine. Just some nightmares." She meets my eyes. "The anniversary of his father's death is next week. It's always hard." My chest tightens. I didn't know. "Now you do. Be gentle with him, and with Dante. They both handle grief differently." She's dismissing me, politely but firmly. I take my coffee and leave. But I can't shake the feeling that the broken glass has nothing to do with accidents. Luca appears at 9, looking exhausted. "Rough night?" I ask gently. He shrugs. "Bad dreams, no big deal. Want to talk about it?" "Not really." He opens his math book. "Can we just work?" So we work, in silence mostly. I don't push. Around 11, Dante appears in the doorway. He looks worse than Luca, like he hasn't slept at all. Shirt wrinkled, hair pushed back too many times. Dark circles under his eyes. "Luca, go take a break." It's not a suggestion. Luca glances between us. "Helena didn't do anything." "I know. I need to talk to her. 10 minutes. Luca leaves reluctantly. Dante closes the door behind him. The air changes immediately. "I owe you an explanation," he says. "You don't owe me anything." "I do. You live in this house. You deserve to know what you're in the middle of." He sits in Luca's vacated chair, looks at me directly. "What do you know about my family?" "That your father died. That you run some kind of business. That people are afraid of you." "People should be afraid of me," he says it matter-of-factly. "My father built an empire, import, export, investments, all legitimate on paper. And off paper." His smile is humorless. "Off paper, we're the reason certain goods move through this city without interference. The reason certain businesses pay for protection. The reason people like Romano from last night think they can make demands." My mouth goes dry. "You're mob. Mafia. Organized crime. Pick your term." He leans back. "My father wanted to go legitimate. Spent 20 years building legal fronts. He was almost there when he died." "How did he die?" "Car accident, officially." His jaw clenches. We both know it wasn't an accident. The pieces are clicking together. The guards, the late-night meetings, the way everyone moves carefully around him. "So you inherited everything. The legal businesses, the illegal ones, the enemies, the responsibilities." He runs a hand through his hair. "I've been trying to finish what he started, get out clean. But men like Romano don't want out. They want control. And last night, Romano wants me to expand operations, use our legitimate shipping to move his products." Dante's eyes are hard. I refused. Things got heated. One of his men got aggressive. I broke his hand. That explains the blood in the kitchen. You could have been hurt. I wasn't, and I won't be. He leans forward. But you need to understand something, Helena. This is who I am, what I am. The nice brother who checks on Luca at night. The man who increases your salary. That's real. But so is the man who breaks hands when threatened. Who has people killed when necessary. My stomach twists. Have you killed people? He doesn't flinch from the question. Yes. I should run. Should pack my things and leave immediately. But all I can think is how he looks at Luca. How gentle his hands were on my face last night. Why are you telling me this? Because you deserve the truth. His voice drops. And because I'm falling for you, and you need to know exactly what you be getting into before that goes any further. The world stops. You're what? Falling for you. He says it like a confession. I have been since the moment you walked into this house and refused to be impressed by any of it. Since you made Luca laugh for the first time in 6 months. Since you looked at me like I was human instead of dangerous. You are dangerous. I know. That's why you should leave. He stands. I'll pay out your contract, give you references, help you find another job. But staying here, near me, when you know what I am, that's a choice you need to make with full information. And if I stay, something dark and hungry flashes in his eyes. Then you're mine. Completely. Because I don't do casual, Helena. I don't do halfway. If you stay knowing what I am, I'll take that as permission to pursue what's been building between us. My heart races. That's a lot of pressure. It's honesty. He moves closer. I've spent 3 months trying to be appropriate. Trying to keep distance. Trying to pretend I don't think about you constantly. His hand comes up, touches my face. But I'm done pretending. So decide. Stay and be mine, or leave and be safe. That's not a fair choice. Life isn't fair, Piccola. The endearment rolls off his tongue. But the choice is yours. He drops his hand. Leaves the room. And I'm left sitting in the study, mind spinning, trying to process everything. Dante Valente is in the mob. Dante Valente has killed people. Dante Valente is falling for me. I find Luca in the garden, throwing rocks at the fountain. He told you. Not a question. Yeah. And you're freaked out. A little. But you're not leaving. I look at him. How do you know? Because you're still here. If you were leaving, you'd already be packing. He throws another rock. For what it's worth, he's not a monster. He said he's killed people. To protect this family. To protect me. Luca's voice is fierce. When Dad died, people came after us. Thought we'd be easy targets. Dante made sure they understood we weren't. By killing them. By doing what was necessary. He finally looks at me. I know it's scary. I know it's not normal. But he's the best man I know. And he's been dead inside since Dad died. Until you showed up. Luca, I'm not saying stay because of me. I'm saying stay because I've seen the way you look at him. And it's the same way he looks at you. He picks up another rock. You're good for each other, even if the circumstances are insane. That night, I lie in bed staring at the ceiling. I should leave. Any rational person would leave. But I keep thinking about the way Dante checks on Luca every night. How he increased my salary because I helped his brother. The gentleness in his hands despite the violence they're capable of. The way he gave me a choice instead of hiding the truth. Around midnight, I hear footsteps in the hallway. They stop outside my door. I know it's him. Know he's standing there, probably wondering what I've decided. Before I can overthink it, I open the door. He's there. In pajama pants and a t-shirt. Looking exhausted and vulnerable and nothing like a mob boss. I can't sleep, he admits. Keep wondering if you'll be here in the morning. I'm not leaving. Something breaks in his expression. Helena, I'm not saying I'm okay with everything, or that I understand it, but I'm not leaving. I step closer. You gave me the truth. The least I can do is give you honesty back. I'm scared. Of this. Of you. Of what I'm feeling. But I'm staying anyway. Why? Because under all the danger and violence and mob stuff, I see you. The real you. And that's who I'm choosing. He closes his eyes briefly. You're either very brave or very stupid. Probably both. His laugh is rough. Can I hold you? Just for a minute. I need to know this is real. I step into his arms. He holds me like I'm precious, like I might disappear. I don't deserve you. He whispers into my hair. Maybe not, but you've got me anyway. We stand there in the hallway, wrapped around each other, and I make my choice. Not because it's safe, but because sometimes the most dangerous thing is also the most real. Chapter 5. The games begin. After that night in the hallway, something shifts. Dante stops pretending he's not pursuing me, and I stop pretending I don't want him to. It starts small. Coffee appearing on my desk every morning. Exactly how I like it. His hand on my lower back when he passes me in hallways. The way he says my name, Helena, like it's something precious. You're being obvious, Mrs. Rosa says one morning, watching him bring me breakfast. I don't care. He sets down the plate, kisses my temple, right there in front of everyone. Let them see. My face burns. Dante? Problem? His smile is dangerous. No, just... We're at work. You work for me. I make the rules. He leans closer. And my rule is, I touch you whenever I want, unless you tell me to stop. I didn't say stop. Exactly. He leaves me flustered and warm, and completely unable to focus on Luca's algebra. He's shameless, Luca says, grinning. He's your brother. You should be horrified. I'm delighted. This is way better than him being miserable all the time. The real games start Tuesday night. I'm helping Luca with an online biology session. His teacher connecting via video call to explain cell division. Except the teacher is young, maybe 25, and male, and keeps making Luca laugh with terrible science puns. Your tutor is pretty cool, I tell Luca when the session ends. Dr. Marco? Yeah, he's great. Makes biology actually interesting. I don't notice Dante standing in the doorway until he speaks. Who's Dr. Marco? His voice is casual. Too casual. Luca's biology teacher. Does virtual sessions twice a week. Dante moves into the room. How old is he? I don't know. 25? Why does it... And he makes you laugh. Luca is watching this exchange with barely concealed glee. He makes Luca laugh. With biology jokes. Biology jokes. Dante's jaw tightens. How charming. Are you... I stop. Stare at him. Are you jealous of Luca's teacher? No. You are. You're jealous. I'm not jealous. I'm... cautious. He crosses his arms. Does he know you're taken? My heart skips. Taken. Yes, taken. By me. Does he know that? It's never come up because he's Luca's teacher and I'm Luca's tutor and there's literally nothing. Cancel the next session. I blink. What? Cancel it. Luca doesn't need virtual biology. I'll hire someone in person. Dante, that's ridiculous. Someone old and female. And preferably married. Luca is laughing so hard he's crying. You're being insane, I tell Dante. I'm being territorial. There's a difference. He pulls out his phone. I'm texting Dr. Marco right now to let him know. I grab his phone. You're doing no such thing. Helena. Dr. Marco is a professional educator who has zero interest in me, and you're not sabotaging Luca's education because you're being possessive. We're close now. Him trying to get his phone back. Me holding it out of reach. His eyes drop to my mouth. I like when you get bossy. What? When you tell me off. Put me in my place. His voice drops. It's very attractive. Heat floods through me. You're impossible. And you're mine. He takes advantage of my distraction to reclaim his phone. But fine, Dr. Marco can stay. For now. For now? If he so much as looks at you wrong? He teaches through a screen. I'll find a way. Luca interrupts, still giggling. This is the best day of my life. Wednesday, Dante escalates. I'm in the kitchen making tea when he appears. Fresh from the gym. Shirt clinging to his chest. You're doing it again. I don't look up. Doing what? Making tea at exactly the time you know I'll be here. That's a coincidence. Is it? He moves behind me. Cages me against the counter without touching. Or are you provoking me, Piccola? My breath catches. I'm making tea. In shorts that should be illegal. His voice is right at my ear. And one of my t-shirts. I look down. It is his shirt. I grabbed it by mistake this morning. I didn't realize. Liar. His laugh is low. You knew exactly what you were doing. And now you're going to deal with the consequences. What consequences? He spins me around, lifts me onto the counter in one smooth motion, steps between my legs. These consequences. His hands bracket my hips, where I stop being patient, stop keeping distance, stop pretending I don't want to kiss you until you forget your own name. Dante, tell me to stop. I can't. The words won't come. That's what I thought. His thumb brushes my lower lip. You want this too, but you're too stubborn to admit it. I'm not stubborn. You're the most stubborn woman I've ever met. His forehead touches mine, and it drives me absolutely insane. Good. His eyes flash. Careful, Helena. Keep provoking me, and I'll forget we're in a kitchen where anyone could walk in. Maybe I'm counting on that. The words are out before I can stop them. His control visibly fractures. Helena. Footsteps in the hallway. We spring apart seconds before Mrs. Rosa appears. She takes one look at us, me on the counter, face flushed, him standing too close, breathing hard, and smiles. I'll come back later for the tea things. She leaves. Dante runs a hand through his hair. This is dangerous. I know. I mean it. If we start this, I won't be able to stop. I'll want all of you. All the time, I know. And you're still looking at me like that. Like what? Like you want me to forget every rule and take you right here on this counter. My face burns. Don't deny it. I can see it in your eyes. He steps back, creates space we both need, but not like this, not rushed, not where someone could interrupt. His voice drops. When I have you, Helena, it's going to be somewhere I can take my time, where I can hear every sound you make without worrying about who else hears. I can't breathe. You're assuming I'll let you. You will. No doubt in his voice. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Because this thing between us is inevitable, and we both know it. Thursday brings a new test. A woman appears at dinner. Late 30s, stunning, clearly familiar with the house. Dante. She kisses both his cheeks, Italian style. It's been too long. Isabella. He's polite but distant. What brings you here? Business in the city. Thought I'd stop by. Her eyes find me. And who is this? Helena, Luca's tutor. Tutor? She says it like it's quaint. How wholesome. I bristle instantly. Isabella works in our Milan office, Dante explains. She's here for a few days. I'm staying in the guest house. Isabella smiles at me. I hope we'll get to know each other. Over dinner, she monopolizes Dante's attention, speaks Italian, references people and places I don't know, makes it very clear she belongs in his world and I don't. She's awful, Luca whispers. She's fine. She's trying to make you jealous. And it's working. He's right. I hate how right he is. After dinner, I escape to the library. I'm curled up with a book I'm not reading when Dante finds me. You left early. Didn't want to intrude on your reunion. He sits beside me. Jealous? No. Liar. His smile is soft. Isabella is a business associate. Nothing more. She seems to think differently. I don't care what she thinks. I care what you think. He takes the book from my hands. Look at me, Helena. I do. There's no one else. There hasn't been anyone since you walked into this house. And there won't be anyone after. His hand cups my face. You're it for me. Understand? You barely know me. I know enough. I know you make tea at midnight because you can't sleep. I know you volunteer at shelters on Sundays. I know you cry at animal videos and laugh at terrible puns. I know you're brave enough to stay with a man who told you he's killed people. His voice roughens. I know you're everything I don't deserve and everything I want anyway. Dante, tell me you feel it too, this thing between us. I feel it, I whisper. I'm terrified of it, but I feel it. Good. He kisses my forehead. Now come back to dinner. Show Isabella exactly who you are to me. And who am I? Mine. He pulls me to my feet. In every way that matters, you're already mine. We return to the dining room hand in hand. Isabella's smile tightens when she sees. Ah, there you are. I was just telling Luca about Milan. Helena and I are together, Dante announces. Casual. Final. In case that wasn't clear, Isabella's expression freezes. I see. Good. Then we won't have any confusion during your stay. He pulls out my chair. Helena, sit. I want to hear about your day. Luca is grinning like he won the lottery. Isabella makes polite conversation for another 20 minutes before excusing herself. After she leaves, Dante's hand finds mine under the table. Thank you, I say quietly. For what? Claiming me in front of her. I wasn't claiming you, Piccola. His thumb strokes my knuckles. I was stating facts. You're mine. Have been since that night in the hallway. Maybe even before. You're very sure of yourself. I'm sure of us. He lifts my hand. Kisses my knuckles. The question is, are you? Am I? Sitting here in his dining room, his hand in mine, Luca watching us with hope in his eyes? Yes, I'm sure, I say. His smile could light the city. Then let the games end, Helena, and let the real thing begin. Chapter 6. When innocence faces danger. The real thing, as it turns out, is terrifying. Because Dante doesn't do halfway, doesn't do casual. When he decides I'm his, it's absolute. Friday morning. The entire staff knows. I can see it in their smiles, the way they step aside when we walk through hallways together. You're making it very obvious, I tell him over breakfast. Good. His hand rests on my lower back. Possessive. Let everyone know. Your business associates might not approve. I don't care what they approve. He leans close, voice dropping. The only approval I care about is yours, and you're not running. So I'm not hiding. Luca makes gagging noises. You two are gross. You were literally rooting for this, I point out. I was rooting for romance, not whatever PDA nightmare this has become. But he's grinning. That afternoon, everything changes. I'm in Luca's study, grading essays, when I hear shouting from Dante's office. Not unusual. He has heated business calls, but this is different. Angrier, more dangerous. Then something crashes. Luca looks up from his homework. That's not good. Should we stay here? When he's like this, it's better to... The door to the study flies open. Dante stands there, fury radiating from every line of his body, tie gone, shirt partially unbuttoned, knuckles bleeding. Out, he tells Luca. But, now, Luca grabs his stuff and leaves, shooting me a worried look. I stand. What happened? Did you touch my computer? The accusation hits like a slap. What? No. Someone accessed files from this house. Confidential files. The IP address traces here. He moves closer, voice deadly quiet. So I'll ask again. Did you touch my computer? I don't even know where your office is. Liar. He slams his hand on the desk. I flinch. I trusted you. Brought you into my home. My family. And you? I didn't do anything. Then explain how someone got into files that are password protected. Files that could get people killed. My stomach drops. Maybe it was a mistake. There are no mistakes in my world, Helena. Only consequences. His eyes are ice. And right now, the only person with access who isn't blood is you. You think I'm a spy? I can't believe this. You think I'm... what? Working for your enemies. I don't know what to think. But there's pain under the anger. All I know is that you showed up 3 months ago. Made yourself indispensable. Got close to Luca. Got close to me. And now sensitive information is compromised. That's not... I would never. How do I know that? He's right in front of me now. How do I know any of this is real? That you didn't take this job specifically to... The accusation breaks something in me. Stop. My voice comes out sharp, loud. Just stop. He stops, surprised. You want to know what I think? I step toward him, refusing to back down. I think you're terrified. Terrified that what we have is real. Terrified that someone actually sees you, not the mob boss, not the dangerous man, just you. And instead of dealing with that fear, you're finding reasons to push me away. That's not... Yes, it is. I'm furious now. You said you killed people. You said you were dangerous. You gave me every reason to leave and I stayed. I chose you despite everything. And now you're accusing me of betraying you because someone hacked your computer. It's not that simple. It is that simple. Either you trust me or you don't. Either I'm yours or I'm a spy. Pick one, Dante, because I'm done being tested. Silence. He's staring at me like he's seeing me for the first time. You're not afraid of me. Of course I'm afraid of you. You're terrifying. I gesture wildly. You break people's hands. You have guards with guns. You run an empire built on violence. But I stayed anyway because underneath all that, I see you. See what? The man who checks on his brother every night, who increased my salary because I helped Luca, who holds me like I'm precious, who looks at me like I'm... My voice breaks. Like I'm everything. His expression cracks. Helena. You don't get to push me away because you're scared. You don't get to accuse me of lying because trusting someone is hard. Tears stream down my face now. Either I'm with you or I'm not. But I need you to decide what you actually believe. He closes his eyes. I'm sorry. Are you? Or are you just sorry you got caught being an asshole? Despite everything, he almost smiles. Both. Not good enough. You're right. He opens his eyes. It's not good enough. None of this is good enough. I'm not good enough for you, but I'm selfish enough to want you anyway. Then stop sabotaging it. I'm trying. The confession bursts out. I'm trying to be better, to deserve you, but I don't know how. All I know is violence and control and... He stops, runs his hands through his hair. And you. I know you. And it terrifies me how much I need you. The anger drains out of me, because under his fury is fear, raw and vulnerable and completely genuine. I didn't touch your computer, I say quietly. I would never betray you, or Luca, or this family. I know. His voice is rough. I knew it the second I accused you. But He looks away. My father died because someone close to him betrayed him, gave information to his enemies. I watched him bleed out because someone he trusted sold him out. Oh, God. Dante. So when I saw that breach, all I could think was, not again, not Luca, not you. I can't lose anyone else. He finally meets my eyes. I'm sorry for accusing you, for doubting you, for being exactly the monster you should run from. I step closer. You're not a monster. I am. You just haven't fully seen it yet. I've seen enough. My hand touches his face. I've seen you angry, dangerous, violent, and I'm still here, still choosing you. Why? The word is almost broken. Why would you choose this? Choose me. Because when Dad died, I learned something about grief. I force him to look at me. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. And all that fear you're carrying, about losing people, about trusting wrong, that's not weakness either. It's love. Love. He says it like he doesn't believe in the word. Yes, love. You love Luca so much it terrifies you. And maybe, I take a breath, maybe you're starting to love me too. And that's even more terrifying. His hands come up, frame my face. Not starting to, Helena. My heart stops. What? I'm not starting to love you. His eyes are dark, intense. I already do. Completely. Terrifyingly. The kind of love that makes me check your room at night to make sure you're breathing. The kind that makes me want to murder anyone who looks at you wrong. The kind that made me accuse you of betrayal because the thought of you leaving destroys me. I can't breathe. Dante, I love you. He says it like a vow. And it's the most dangerous thing I've ever done. Because loving you means you have the power to destroy me. And I'm giving you that power anyway. Tears stream down my face. You idiot. He almost smiles. I know. You can't accuse me of being a spy and then tell me you love me. I can. I just did. His thumbs wipe away my tears. I'm doing this all wrong, aren't I? So wrong. Will you forgive me anyway? I should make him work for it, should stay angry longer. But the vulnerability in his eyes breaks me. Only if you promise to trust me, really trust me. I promise. No more tests, no more doubts. He leans his forehead against mine. You're mine, and I'm yours, and that's the only truth that matters. Say it again. You're mine. No. The other part. His smile is soft, real. I love you, Helena, so much it scares me. I love you too. The confession feels like jumping off a cliff, even when you're being impossible. Especially when I'm being impossible. He kisses me, then, soft and desperate, and full of apology. When we break apart, both breathless, he whispers, "For the record, it was Isabella who tried to access the files. We caught her 30 minutes ago." I pull back. What? She was working for Romano. Thought she could seduce me and get information. His jaw clenches. She's being dealt with. Dealt with how? Don't ask questions you don't want answered. But his voice gentles. She's alive. Just encouraged to leave the country. Permanently. I should be horrified. Instead, all I feel is relief that he trusts me. "I'm sorry I accused you first," he says. "You were protecting your family. You're my family now." He pulls me close. "You and Luca, that's it. That's everything." We're still holding each other when Luca appears in the doorway. "Are you two done fighting?" He looks worried. "We're done," Dante says. "Good, because fighting is stupid. You're obviously in love. Just admit it and move on." I laugh despite myself. "We just did." "Finally," Luca grins. So does this mean Helena's staying forever? Dante looks at me. Is she? The question hangs in the air. Forever. With a man who runs a criminal empire, who kills people, who just accused me of betrayal an hour ago. Forever in a world of danger and violence and constant threats. But also, forever with a man who loves his brother fiercely, who looks at me like I'm his salvation, who just gave me his heart despite knowing I could destroy him. Yes, I say, and I'm staying forever. Dante's smile could light the world, and Luca cheers like his team just won the championship. Chapter 7. The first night after the library confrontation, something fundamental changes. The walls are down, the games are over. What's left is just us, raw and real and terrifying. That night, Luca goes to bed early, suspiciously early, with a grin that says he knows exactly what he's doing. Subtle, I tell him. I'm a teenager. Subtlety isn't my thing. He hugs me goodnight, whispers, "Don't hurt him. He acts tough, but he's fragile when it comes to you." I won't. Good, because I like you, and I'd hate to have to choose sides. He disappears upstairs, leaving me alone in the living room. Dante finds me there 10 minutes later. He's changed. Dark jeans, white shirt, barefoot, looking less like a mob boss and more like just a man. A beautiful, dangerous, complicated man who just told me he loves me. "Hi," he says. "Hi." We stand there, the air thick with everything unsaid. "I need to tell you something," he finally says. My stomach drops. Okay. I've never done this before. Done what? This. Real relationship. Love. Any of it. He moves closer. I've had women, plenty of them. But it was always transactional. Physical. Nothing that mattered. And now? Now it matters. You matter. So much that I don't know how to do this right. He runs a hand through his hair. I want you, Helena. God, I want you. But I need you to know. This isn't just physical for me. It's everything. My heart hammers. It's everything for me too. Yeah? Yeah. He closes the distance between us. Then can I take you upstairs? Not to, only if you want, but just to be with you. Properly. Without worrying about Luca walking in or staff interrupting. Yes. Relief floods his expression. Yes. Yes, Dante. Take me upstairs. His room is different than I imagined. Simpler. Less ostentatious. Dark walls. Minimal furniture. Books stacked on the nightstand. A photo of him and Luca and their father on the dresser. It's not much, he says, suddenly uncertain. It's perfect. It's you. He locks the door. Not in a controlling way, just creating privacy. Safety. Then he turns to me, and the air changes completely. Come here. His voice is low, commanding but gentle. I move to him. His hands frame my face. Last chance to change your mind. I don't want to change my mind. Good. Because I don't think I could let you go now even if you asked. He leans down, kisses me slowly, thoroughly, like we have all the time in the world. Which, I suppose, we do. The kiss deepens. His hands slide into my hair. Mine clutch his shoulders. Helena, he breathes against my mouth. Tell me what you want. You. All of you. You have me. You've always had me. His lips move to my neck. From that first day in the study, maybe even from your photo on the application. I laugh breathlessly. That's creepy. I know. I'm obsessed with you. Have been from the start. His teeth graze my pulse point, and I gasp. And now I finally get to show you exactly how obsessed. His hands find the hem of my shirt. Can I? Yes. He pulls it off slowly, reverent, like he's unwrapping something precious. Beautiful, he murmurs, So fucking beautiful. Dante, shh. Let me look at you. His fingers trace my collarbone. Down. I've imagined this so many times. You. In my room. In my bed. Finally mine. I was always yours. I know. But now I get to prove it. He lifts me effortlessly, carries me to the bed, lays me down like I might break. Then he just looks at me. What? I ask, suddenly self-conscious. Just memorizing this. You, here. Looking at me like that. Like what? Like you love me despite knowing exactly who I am. I do love you, all of you, even the parts you think are too dark to love. Something breaks in his expression. He comes down over me, cages me with his body. I don't deserve you. Probably not, but you have me anyway. Forever. Forever. He kisses me then, deep and claiming and full of promise. I hardly notice when his shirt and my jeans cease to exist. Suddenly it's just the two of us, so close that the rest of the world seems to disappear. Tell me if I'm too much, he says against my neck. If I need to slow down. Don't slow down. My hands slide down his back. I've been waiting for this. For you. Me too, Piccola. Me too. What happens next changes everything. The way he holds me, like I'm precious and his and everything he's been waiting for. The way we move together, like we were always meant to find each other. Look at me, he commands when my eyes drift closed. I want to see you, all of you. So I look, watch his face as we move together, see the same wonder I'm feeling reflected back. This isn't just physical. It's emotional, spiritual, everything. Dante. His name breaks from my lips. I know, baby, I know. His forehead touches mine. Let go. I've got you. And I do. Let go, completely. Trust him to catch me. When we finally tumble over the edge together, when the world shatters and rebuilds, I hear him whisper, mine. You're mine now, completely. Yours, I breathe back. Always yours. After, we're tangled together, sweaty and breathless and completely wrecked. He pulls me close, kisses my shoulder, my neck, my temple. Stay, he whispers. Don't go back to your room. Stay here, with me. Luca will know. Luca already knows, and he approves. He told me so this afternoon. Dante's smile is soft against my skin. Said it was about time I stopped being an idiot and claimed you properly. I laugh. He did not say that. He said exactly that. 15-year-olds have no filter. He pulls back enough to look at me. But he's right. I was an idiot. Wasted 3 months we could have had together. We had to get here our own way. Maybe. But now that we're here, his hand slides possessively over my hip. I'm not letting you go. Ever. Possessive much. Completely. You have no idea. He kisses me again, slower this time. You're mine, Helena, and I'm yours. And anyone who tries to come between us, we'll deal with the terrifying mob boss. We'll deal with a man protecting what he loves. He tucks hair behind my ear. There's a difference. Is there? Yes. One is about power. The other is about you. My chest tightens. You're very good with words when you want to be. Only with you. Everyone else gets the scary version. He grins. You get the version that's stupid in love and can't believe his luck. Stupid in love? Hopelessly, pathetically, embarrassingly stupid in love. He kisses my nose. Luca's going to make fun of me forever. Good. You deserve it after that jealousy display with Dr. Marco. I stand by that. He was too friendly. He teaches through a screen. Irrelevant. No one gets to make you smile like that except me. He pulls me closer. I'm very selfish when it comes to you. I noticed. Good. Then there won't be any surprises. His voice drops. Serious now. I meant what I said. Helena, forever. You and me, building something real. Even with everything that comes with your world. Especially with that. Because you're the reason I want out of that world. The reason I'm finishing what my father started. He touches my face. I want to give you a life that's safe, normal, where you don't have to worry about enemies or threats or... Dante. I stop him. I'm not asking you to change who you are. I want to change. For you. For us. His eyes are fierce. I want to be the man you deserve. You already are. Liar. But I love that you believe it. We lie there in comfortable silence, his fingers tracing patterns on my skin, my head on his chest, hearts finally in sync. Helena. Remember that night in the hallway, when I said if you provoked me again, I wouldn't be a gentleman. I smile against his skin. I remember. I wasn't lying, but I was wrong about one thing. What's that? I said I wouldn't be a gentleman. His arms tighten around me. Turns out, with you, I want to be everything. Gentleman, protector, lover, husband. He stops. Eventually, if you'll have me? My breath catches. Dante, not tonight, not tomorrow, but someday. He tilts my face up. Someday I'm putting a ring on your finger and making sure the whole world knows you're mine. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I kiss him softly. Someday, when we're ready. I'm ready now, but I'll wait. He grins. I'm trying to be less impulsive. How am I doing? Terribly. Good. Wouldn't want you to get bored. I wake up in his arms as dawn breaks. He's already awake, watching me. Creepy, I mumble. Can't help it. You're prettier than the sunrise. Definitely still half asleep if you're saying things like that. I'm wide awake, and I mean it. He kisses my forehead. Good morning, amore mio. What does that mean? My love. He smiles. You're my loves, Helena, and I'm going to spend every morning reminding you. That's very sweet, but I need coffee. Already brewing. I have a system. He pulls me closer. But first, I need 5 more minutes of this. You. In my bed. Where you belong. 5 minutes and then coffee? Deal. But 5 minutes turns into 10, then 20. Because being wrapped in Dante Valente's arms, watching the sun rise over the city, knowing that everything changed and nothing can change it back. That's worth more than coffee. That's worth everything. When we finally make it downstairs, Luca is at the kitchen table with the biggest grin I've ever seen. Morning, lovebirds. I blush crimson. Dante just laughs. Morning, fratellino. So, Luca looks between us. Is this official? Are you two finally together? Yes, Dante says firmly. Helena is mine. I'm hers. Any questions? Just one. Luca's grin widens. Does this mean she's moving into your room permanently? Because I already claimed her old room for a gaming setup. Luca, I protest. What? You're not using it anymore. He shrugs. Might as well make it useful. Dante pulls me against his side. He's got a point. You're both impossible, and you love us anyway, Luca says. He's right. I do. This strange, dangerous, beautiful family that somehow became mine. And as Dante kisses my temple, and Luca steals my toast, I realize, this is it. This is home. Not the mansion or the money or the power. Just this. Them. Us. Forever. The end.